Hey everybody, it's Erin from In Bed with Books, and today I'm going to be talking about the book Thin Ice by Irene Hannon. This book was published in 2016 by Revel. I ended up really liking this book actually. I haven't read anything by Irene Hannon in quite a while, but I remembered how much I like her writing when I read this book. It's about a girl named Christy whose parents passed away and then her sister passed away all within the same year. So she's kind of learning how to navigate through life all alone, and she starts receiving letters in the mail that are addressed to her in her sister's handwriting. So she starts to wonder if somebody is playing a prank on her and just knew how to copy her sister's handwriting, or if her sister is still alive. So she goes to the police, and the police tell her that it's probably just a prank and they're not going to do anything about it. But she just has a really bad feeling about the letters. So she decides to contact the FBI. So the FBI assigns an agent to help her investigate her sister's deaths, and they set out to figure out who is sending her these letters. They start to figure out that she's being targeted by somebody, and the whole book kind of focuses on figuring out who the person is and why he's sending her these letters. Overall, I really liked the book. I felt like the characters were very well written in this story. They were well developed. They interacted in a genuine way. I totally bought the relationship between Christy and the FBI agent. I felt like it moved at a really good pace and was believable. And I felt like the author did a good job writing the villain's point of view. In this genre, a lot of times you don't see a lot of the story actually taking place from the villain's point of view, but in this particular book you do. And I felt like that really made the book more interesting because it made the storyline a lot more intense, and it made you feel a lot more. I had this intense dislike for the person that the villain was, instead of just not liking that character because he was the bad guy. So I thought the author did a really great job at developing even that character in the storyline as well. I also thought that the author did a good job introducing secondary characters into the storyline in a way that makes you want to hear more about their story. So for instance, the FBI agent's brother is brought into the storyline. He's mentioned throughout the book, but toward the end of the book, his character becomes a little bit more important to the storyline. And I would really like to see a book about the brother, and she may have already written one about that character. I'm not sure. This book is a year old, so I could just be behind. Overall, I would recommend reading this book, especially if you like romantic suspense stories. And I will say that this one is in the Christian fiction category, so just so you know a little bit about what to expect from the book. So yeah, I did like this book. I'm probably going to rate it a 4.5 stars. When I first finished the book, I thought I was going to give it a 4-star rating because I just really didn't like the villain in the story. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that that just meant that the villain was written in such a good way that it made me feel something, and so I feel like the author actually did a really good job with that character. So I'm going to rate this book 4.5 stars, and I hope that you will give it a go. Thanks for watching. Bye!